East with MMA UK news, and I'm joined today by the newest member of the OKTAGON roster, Corey Fry. It's an absolute pleasure speaking with you today, Corey, mate.
Yeah, you too, mate.
That's one. And congratulations on signing with one of, if not the biggest organisation in Europe today.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
100%, man. I've watched your UKFC endeavours. I always knew it'd be a matter of time before we saw you on a big stage.
Yeah, when you're knocking out people like I'm knocking out people, mate, it's only a matter of time, innit?
100%, man. But how does it feel to be to have your name added to the roster and included with such an influx of UK-based talent?
Yeah, it feels good, mate. Like, obviously, I knew it was coming. To be fair, I tried getting it sooner than I have got it now, if you know what I mean. Like, I wanted a couple of fights ago, but my coach just said, just hold on. We'll get, it'll come when it comes. And then we got signed, and it just felt like it were right. It wasn't forced. It were a good time. I think I'm ready for that step now to the big promotion. So yeah, it felt really good.
100%. It must have your confidence sky high that you've got someone like HD management looking out for your best interests.
Yeah, mate. Call down to HD fight management. He's unbelievable. He goes really out his way for everyone. Yeah, he's a class guy, and he's easy to talk to as well. He's not like someone that you feel intimidated by or out like that. You can go to him with any sort of problem, whether it's a problem or positives and the negatives. He's really good like that.
That's always a plus, man, definitely. And you're just 4 days out now, man. Well, but no doubt you've gone above and beyond during this camp.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've added some new things into this camp. Obviously, my opponent's got a heavy pro background in boxing, so I got on board with a boxing coach in Darwin, called Matt Bolton.
Yeah.
He's helped me out loads with this camp, and obviously, training full time out of Northwest Fight Academy as well with my coaches AB, Aaron AB, Steve Nightingale, Jordan Chester, and all my teammates as well. Yeah, there's been no stone unturned with this camp, definitely.
No doubt about it. I mean, I saw you at Aaron's fight. I mean, obviously getting the grips of the cage right then, having a look around, see what you can expect out there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I've always known it's a good promotion.
Mm.
I like the way they run it. I like the way that it's like, without sounding like bad, it's not as formal. It's a bit more of a lively show. Do you know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
what I think I'd thrive under. You get some shows that the big names, the big promotions, but the actual event isn't a big event. If that does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, they really go above and beyond on it, and it feels like a bit of a party as well as a fight, which I'm all for. But yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them crowds. They do have fun over there, 100%, man.
Yeah,
But
crazy.
but as I previously mentioned, there has been a huge influx of UK-based warriors added to multiple divisions over the past months at Octagon. Right, many have had the opportunity to showcase their respective skill sets of late and made their intentions known, for their desires under the banner. But what can fans come to expect on your Octagon journey, and have you set out any personal objectives for yourself in your new home?
My personal objective, obviously, I want to go for the title. I don't want to mess about. I want this fight to put me straight in the top 15. My second fight to put me in top 10, and then my third fight to put me in top 5 as a title challenger.
Mm.
I'm not here just to to have a go. I'm getting in there to change my life, really. I think people should expect from me, it's a fight that you just can't blink, because not just this fight, every fight I'm in, if I catch someone with a shot, it's game over, and I've showed that all the way from being a 17-year-old kid, amateur, all the way through to current pro. Obviously, every single fight I've had at pro, and I've fought some tough guys as well, some good guys, and every fight I've had, I catch them, they go down, and I think that's one thing to expect from me going through Octagon, is the fact that it could be literally over in a split second.
Yeah,
Um,
I've caught many of
and I
your
think,
fights, man. It's like pure unadulterated power, definitely.
yeah, and with this one as well, I feel like my teammate and my coach, obviously Aaron Abbey, turned around to me and said that he feels like this is Corey Fry 3.0.
Mm.
This is, I'm not just a striker anymore. Going through amateur and my early pro, people just knew me as a striker, but I feel like I'm the full package now. I'm dangerous in every area. Working with Steve Nightingale and my jiu-jitsu, it's just completely changed my game. And just changing the way I think, like not going into fights all the time,
Mm.
just like trying to throw the absolute, the kitchen sink at everybody.
Mm.
Now I'm using, proper fight IQ, using my brain, and beating people up in every single area. So that's what I think people should expect coming into this fight is a good all round version of me.
Well, I definitely look forward to what you've added to your arsenal, my friend.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be exciting.
Definitely. And it's a huge step and change of test for yourself. Like not fighting on the familiar UK soil and travelling to Germany. How are you feeling ahead of your first fight abroad?
Yeah, it's been a lot to adjust to. It's been a little bit different. Obviously, I've had my same routine for a good few years now with UKFC.
Mm.
Um, I've always had the same routine of, going to the same place for the same weigh-ins. Everything's been timed differently, but obviously we've got to take into consideration the travel.
Yeah.
Obviously the nutrition side of things as well. Being abroad is a little bit. It's not obviously a problem, but it's just a little bit more difficult than you are if you've got the comforts of your own home. So
Yeah.
um, but again, it's just another challenge for me. It's not a challenge like too big of a challenge, but something a little bit different, something for me to get my head round. And
Mm.
I've mentally prepared myself for it, physically prepared myself for it, and yeah, I'm ready to go.
I mean, what are you talking about the weight cut? What's your first thing going to be after you've weighed in? What's the first thing you're going for?
Well, to be fair, like I used to be a bit of an idiot to be honest. I used to rehydrate like really poor, but um, I've been working with condition nutrition
Yeah.
with all my nutrition, and he's really really good for that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Making sure he's obviously got all my fluids timed at the certain times, and so usually I start off with just like the cold high fives, like the rehydration tablets
Mm.
with obviously water, get them down me. And I think the first meal I have is actually jam on toast. Jam on toast, and then about an hour after that, I think it's Cocoa Pops or something like that. It's
Oh,
crazy, mate. Obviously, you'd think that's junk food, but it does give you, all the energy and that you need. It's really good.
that's the first for me. I've heard McDonald's, I've heard Steakhouse, but I've never heard jam on toast and Cocoa Pots, man. That's a new one on me.
Yeah, to be fair, mate, I used to be bad for it. I used to,
Yeah.
Um, I used to just sit there for weeks, just telling myself what I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat that. Go get massive cookies and stuff like that because you're craving it. But I think with conditioned nutrition, one thing he does really, really well is
Yeah.
it makes me feel like I'm not dieting. I said that to him this week. I've
Mm.
been having this meal this week that I would honestly I'd pay for in a restaurant, and like I don't feel like I'm suffering. Where in the past, where I've not quite had the knowledge on the nutrition side,
Mm.
I kill myself all the way through camp, and then when it comes to making weight, I just scoff everything I possibly can,
Mm.
and it's put me in it's put me on a bad foot for the fight when I
Yeah.
fought the Nikolai Pirigan, the fight that I lost. I remember I went straight from the weigh-in straight to Nando's, and I was eating like spicy food and stuff, which I hadn't had all camp, and it upset my stomach and it made me quite ill. So
Mm.
still learning, even at pro, you're still learning from your mistakes. So I've been really on top of it with this nutrition side now.
Always a learning game, man. It's always good to have them guys in the corner as well, keeping out for you, looking out for you,
Yeah.
definitely. And what a test is going to be in sorry, excuse me. But what a test is going to be in Germany's biggest MMA event in history, by taking on Germany's rising star and former youth boxing champion, by Denise Abbey. But what do you make of Denise as you prepare to collide on Saturday?
Yeah, I respect him. I respect every fighter, to be fair, unless they give me a reason not to respect him.
Mm.
I respect him just like I do anybody else. He's got a serious, serious boxing game.
Mm.
I don't think, me personally, I don't think he's got as many tools as me. I feel like he's he's quite one-dimensional. He does everything in big explosions. He doesn't have any of that finesse.
Mm.
I just think that I'm going to have far more tools than he's going to have to get him out of there. Than he's got only a couple that's going to get me out of there. I think he makes a lot of mistakes in the wrestling exchanges. I think he rushes a lot of stuff. But again, I'm going to take this fight as I do every single fight. Go in there and just do what I do. Pick him apart and just take it wherever I want to take it. I think he benefits when people try and match his pace.
Yeah.
And because he can hold a serious pace. There's no doubt about it. He's had a lot of experience in the game, in boxing and MMA. So yeah, I'm just not gonna play into his hands. I'm just gonna do whatever I need to do. Use my fight IQ and get him out of there. I think.
Definitely look forward to it, man. What a blockbuster for your debut, and that's definitely going to be into addition to many other blockbusters on the card. But back-to-back barn burners that will no doubt keep the fans on the edge of their seats from start to finish. But other than your inclusion on the night, are there any confirmed fighters or bouts in particular that you're looking forward to witnessing at all?
To be honest, I've not really looked at the fight card. I'm not
Mm.
gonna lie to you. I've been so tunnel visioned on Dennis that I've not really even give anyone else a second thought. Everyone else's fights is irrelevant to me, really.
Mm.
I want to go there and do what I need to do. I think if you were to put mine and Dennis's fight on a card on its own,
Mm.
I think that it'd be just as entertaining because I think it's going to be absolute carnage from the get go. So yeah, I've not really paid much attention to everyone else, if I'm being honest.
No, it's highly admirable to keep laser focused on yourself, man. But I did see there's two that I'm looking forward to most. Yours as well as right, Matt Bonner from Cage Warriors. He's jumped on the card with you. I see. Going to be a
Oh, is
great
it?
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be class.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be
definitely.
good. I think that the only English lad as well is it McHugh. Is he
I, be-
called? He's just been on the Octagon House.
I believe so. I believe
Yeah, I
you.
think he's a very high level grappler. I've seen him fight a couple of times, so it'd be good to see him on as well. It'd be good to see the English lads on there as well, being abroad a bit. Going over there and taking over. So I wish them both, yeah, good luck.
100%, man. But it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you today, Corey. I wish you all the best for your final preparations, and I'll definitely look forward to witnessing you out there, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man. But last but not least, what do you have a message for the fans that will be in attendance and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to obviously first of all give a shout out to all my sponsors that have helped me out. Without them, this game isn't possible, and I know everyone says that, but it's genuinely true. The
Mm.
the funding that they give us, it's not a massively paying sport at the lower levels, so they've supported me just from being an amateur. So, Red Rose Insurance Solutions, UK Store Installers. I've got George Dubai. I've got Carter's Facilities, Lad United, Satan Slaves, Motorcycle Club. Sorry, I've got a couple.
It's all right, mate.
I always sorry, my S&C coach, Chris Kirk, my barber, Spenny Woods, and obviously my fucking unbelievable team. That I couldn't ask any more of is Northwest Fight Academy, Aaron Abbey up at IPC Wrexham, and HD Fight Management. Without them guys, this ain't possible. So just thank you to all them, and obviously thank you to my beautiful partner Ash, who supports me and pushes me through, everyday life. When I'm having my good days, my down days, she's always there for me. So yeah, thank you to her as well. And yeah, to the fans, like I said, don't blink because you've got two guys who are going to go in there and absolutely throw everything at each other. Probably me a little bit more precise than him, but we'll see. But yeah, don't blink.